Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw of Insider Travel Report, and today we're here at the Virtual Roadshow luxury travel event, and we got a fantastic panel of really luxury properties that we're going to talk with about what is luxury today and where you can book your clients. And I want to introduce them. First of all, I have Francisco Rello, who is the Director of Retail Sales for Karisma Hotels, which is a lot of different brands, as we know, and great luxury properties. I have Megan Prieto, who's the Director of Leisure Sales for Atlantis Paradise Island, which I'm sure many of you know. I know I've been there a number of times. And last but not least, I have Jessica Berman, who's the Director Travel Agent Sales for Elite Island Resorts that has fantastic luxury all-inclusive resorts down in the Caribbean. And we're going to talk with them about what luxury travel is today at their properties, what that means, and where you can book your clients. And we're going to get started right away. And the first question I have is really talk about your hotel companies and accommodations in brief and why it should be considered as catering to luxury travelers. We're going to start with you, Francisco.
Yes, of course. Well, James, thank you very much for this invitation, and I'm very excited to be here. So I'm part of Karisma Hotels and Resorts, and we have adults-only properties, family-friendly properties, multi-generational properties as well, and also lifestyle properties like Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts and Margaritaville. So we're located in Mexico in the Riviera Maya, and we're also located in Jamaica, in Negril, and also in the Dominican Republic in Punta Cana and Cap Cana. Now, we do things a little bit different. We're a group of all-inclusive hotels. However, we call our brand Gourmet All-Inclusive. We want to make sure that we're not only all-inclusive, but we want to put focus into quality. So what really makes our hotels luxury is the amazing accommodations. There's going to be multiple room categories available for travel agents to book, like swim-up suites, the Palafitos over water bungalows. We have guaranteed connecting suites for families. Also, the culinary experience, always offering top-notch food, whether it's Mexican cuisine, international cuisine, incredible experiences on the culinary side and also on the drinking side with the different bars and thematics that we have available for our guests. And I think it's that charisma experience that also makes us very luxury because everyone in the hotel is very passionate about service. So when clients really get to explore our hotels, they always get the incredible above and beyond experience of always having someone smiling, always willing to help. And of course, whether you book the living room category or the presidential suite, everyone's treated to an incredible time in our properties. But we're going to learn later on the luxury room categories that we have.
Absolutely. And I'm lucky enough to go to a number of Karisma resorts over my time. And the most recent one was the Margaritaville in just south of Cancun, which was really, that's laid back luxury, though I have been in Palafitos as well. So it's an amazing, and you have a wide array. Now let's turn to Elite Island Resorts. And Jessica, talk a little bit about Elite Island Resorts and what it offers in terms of luxury accommodations.
Oh, thank you, James. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Berman, and I am Director of Travel Agent Sales with Elite Island Resorts. So Elite Island Resorts, we have 8 properties. Our properties are located in Antigua, Barbados, Palm Island in the Grenadines, and we have a boutique property in Los Establos in Boquete, Panama. Our 4 luxury resorts are Hama Cove in Antigua, Galley Bay Resort and Spa, that's also in Antigua, our Palm Island, which is your private island, that is in the Grenadines, and our boutique property in Phuket, Panama. What makes us different is we are, for luxury, we're smaller properties, boutique properties. Our largest property, which is the Galley Bay Resort and Spa, has 98 suites. So we are smaller properties. We pay attention to detail. The food experience at Hama Cove, we have a Michelin trained chef. We have a sommelier, so you can do wine tastings at Hama Cove. And the one thing I think that makes us luxury as well, that every single one of our rooms has a view, whether it's in Panama where you have views of the volcano, or if you are at Galley Bay or Hama Cove, you'll have ocean views. So every room comes with a view. And like I said, we're just very small boutique properties. So you'll get to know the staff. The staff knows our guests. We have, when it comes to our top shelf liquor, food. So it's all about the experience.
No, absolutely. And those resorts sound amazing. And I keep meaning to get down to them. I will soon, as we talked about earlier. Now from boutique, we're going to just a small little property in the Bahamas. It's really, it really is a boutique, right, Megan?
Yes, we are actually quite the opposite. So Atlantis is really a destination within itself. We have, we added in the luxury market back in 2012. So we have the Cove and the Reef that sit on the furthest side of the property. So what's great about that is that if you have clients that want to come and they don't want to be in the hustle and bustle of where Aqua Venture is and be where the water slides and the whole water park is, they can go and have a beautiful Caribbean experience and just stay over on the Cove and Reef side. That area does have an exclusive adults only pool at the Cove, and you have to be staying at the Cove in order to utilize that pool. So if you do have clients that are coming and want to just have an adult only experience, that pool is a great option for them. We have an outdoor gaming area in that area also. And it's not your typical spa-like adult pool. We do have a live DJ out there, so it's very lively. And he really does go and is accommodating to the crowd. So in the morning time, it's usually a little bit quieter, and then it pumps up usually more in the afternoon. The Cove is an all suites property. Every room does have an ocean view. So we have no interior view rooms. So floor to ceiling windows in every single room. If you book a Sapphire Suite, Presidential, or Penthouse, we do have those options, and they do come with 24-hour butler service. So that's really where you get to really, bond with the staff there. Your butler assists you with all of your needs while you're on property. And if you want to go off property, they assist you with that as well. So we do tailor-made the experiences for those guests. And then if you're staying at any of the other rooms at the Cove, we do have a designated team that only handles the bookings at the Cove and the Reef, and they're our one-on-one partner of mine. So it really does give you that special connection with them, and you're making sure your clients are taken care of. The Reef is it's more family friendly, family geared. It is all residential suites. So it goes from studio suites all the way up to a presidential as well. So that one does come with butler service as well when you book those upper suites, and they float in between the two properties. So when you're staying at those two properties, you can really go in between each property as much as you want. But what is also nice is that you can go through all of Atlantis. We do sit on 5 miles of pristine beach in the Bahamas. So it's a great views, fabulous oceans. Sand is great. And when you're staying at the Cove and the Reef, you can go right out your lobby area, and you're right there. Your pool's right there. And then you have your beach access there as well. But then if you do want to spend some other time in doing some more fun activities, your clients will never be bored. I don't care what age they are, if they're 3 years old or up to 100. There's something really for everyone and something for everyone to do there. Like I said, we do have Aqua Venture, which is our whole outdoor water park, sure, which you can go to as often as you want, or like I said, not go to at all. And then we also do have Dolphin Key, which offers great one-on-one experiences with dolphin interactions. You do trainers, hang out with the trainers for the day. So we also have sea lions over in that area also. And we did recover all of those dolphins from after Katrina hit actually in New Orleans. So, but other than that, we have really something for everyone. Your high-end luxury clients do enjoy coming to the Cove and the Reef and getting that one-on-one experience while they're there.
And of course, just to clarify, you are not all-inclusive. Our other two panelists are all-inclusive, right?
Correct. I don't believe I think maybe Sandals might be, or beaches might be the only one in the Bahamas that's all-inclusive. But we do offer, we do have meal plans. But typically, if you're booking through an advisor that's associated with any consortia, I typically don't recommend doing those. But we do have other outlets that I do recommend that the agents can get commission on as well. So
now, Megan, let's stick with you for the next question. Okay. What makes the definition of luxury keeps, I don't know, changing, but yeah, it definitely, we're looking at here, just in this panel alone, we're looking for the sort of very high-end luxury with a big resort in the Bahamas that has wonderful boutique hotels within it,
Right.
all the way to all-inclusives like, in Karisma, Margaritaville, and Elite Island. So there's a wide spread here. But in your view, what makes for a luxury hotel today? What should travelers and their travel advisors look for?
I think that it's changed quite a lot over the last, I would say 5 to 10 years. It's more of a relaxed, refined luxury experience now, especially when you're in the Bahamas. You're going to see, CEOs and millionaires walking around in flip-flops and, bathing suit all day long where you wouldn't even know it. So I think is what I've always thought is treat everyone the same. You don't know if this client or guest that's staying with us is someone who is, very wealthy or someone who maybe saved all year just to come for 3 days. So I think that luxury has changed in that aspect where it kind of more people, it blends more than it used to. They're not rolling in and you can like pinpoint them out. Like when I first started my career, I worked for Ritz-Carlton and you could kind of tell the ones that, were wealthier than the other ones. But I think now, even the very wealthy, when it comes to luxury, they want service. They want accommodations that are good. They want it clean. But I think service is probably the biggest thing in luxury that makes it stand out, and having different food options as well. You're going to have your very high-end restaurants that, we have a couple celebrity chefs at our hotel. We have 3 celebrity chefs restaurants, but then we have a pizza restaurant that people can go down and grab a slice of pizza. So for us, it's a big blend of everything of what's luxury really is all about. And I think for my perspective and for Atlantis, we really go for that relaxed, refined ambiance and making sure that our clients and guests are very well taken care of and that the level of service is there and that their accommodations are good as well.
Absolutely. And Jessica, sort of the same question. I mean, obviously, Elite Island resorts have been around for a while, but what has changed in that time in terms of what luxury is? You're offering more boutique properties, great service and things like that. But in your view, what should luxury travel advisors and their clients be looking for?
Yeah, and I agree with some of the things that Megan said. I think for us, luxury, it really has to do with paying attention to details. So our properties are much smaller. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what about food? Am I going to have the same experience every day? And I said, no, because the chef, every evening, there's a different option. We may not have the largest restaurants of like 200-300 people, but we do have that intimate feeling. Like I said, service. For example, when you check in at Hama Cove, you'll have your personal guest services ambassador. You'll have a small little phone. And whatever you need, you have your ambassador there to assist you. And for example, at Galley Bay as well, it's a boutique property, but the attention to detail, your room, making sure that everything is up to standard. Your views are important as well. I feel if you're staying at a luxury resort, what you're seeing really adds to that element of luxury as well. And it's not, and as Megan said, you could be staying with their clients or guests that have multimillionaires and you would never know. It's just that feel of just laid back, relax, and just paying attention to details. It's very, very important.
Absolutely. And yeah, I know your laid back ambiance is great these days. It's what people are looking for. And Francisco, tell us a little bit, and you have a wide variety of brands in the luxury category, but what is luxury today? Because it seems like you can cater to different kinds of luxury clients.
Yeah. So, with having hotels in the Riviera Maya, there's so much to choose from, whether family friendly or adults only. With the all-inclusive market, there's so much to choose from. So I think that luxury has to do with 3 points. First of all, is the accommodations. Always being able to be located in a beautiful beach. For example, El Dorado Maroma has one of the best beaches in Mexico with Maroma Beach. In Negril, we're in the home of the 7 Mile Beach. Incredible view as well. And, the views, which is also something that Jessica mentioned, the views from the actual rooms, being able to open your balcony and get that feeling that you're, somewhere else, whether it's another country, another island, a Caribbean vibe. So the accommodations have to do a lot. And we offered, for example, the Palafitos Overwater bungalows. We offer for families guaranteed connecting suites. With Margaritaville, we have the Island Reserve Villas, which are perfect for anyone that wants to really have a couple's getaway. Another thing that really has to make you very unique with luxury is the service. And the service is something that, in today's world is very hard to find. Being able to find a service that everyone, what we really have in our hotels, we have staff members who've been there for the last 5-10 years. So when guests come back to the property, they see the same faces, they see the same people, the same passion. So being able to offer that, that's also now a personalized vacation for the guests. And something that is also very unique is, those specially unique selling points per hotel. For example, when it comes to luxury, we have a lot of brands, we have a lot of hotels, but we want to make sure that every hotel has something that makes it very authentic and unique. With the Azul Beach Riviera Cancun, the amazing Le Chic, 24-course meal of just molecular cuisine. Let me give you an example. When I went there 3 years ago, I was very picky with the food when I started with Karisma. So I had to learn how to eat a little bit of everything, right? So when I went to Le Chic, my entrance was a marshmallow. I took a look at it, I smelled it, I took a bite out of it, and it was a margarita shot inside my mouth. Imagine that. Imagine going through that 24 different times. That's luxury, having a really great selling point per hotel. At Margaritaville Island Resort Cap Cana, we have a brewery, a Lancashire brewery. So being able to have a brewery inside of the hotel is a unique selling point. With Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts, having one of the biggest water parks in the entire Riviera Maya with 21 different slides and 20 different characters, that's going to be the best Nickelodeon experience for any family. So, every hotel has something different to offer, but it's the luxury. And obviously what I can tell the travel advisors what they need to look for is also the room categories that we offer, because every room category is going to accommodate a client's need, whether they want premium amenities, whether they want guaranteed connecting suites, whether they want an adults only property. They need to look into those small details to make sure that they're having the right client in the right hotel.
Absolutely. And I have been to Le Chic, and it is amazing experience. I walked away. I didn't walk. I rolled out of there. I'll put it that way, because it is a wine tasting adventure too. So it is a wonderful thing, and it is in one of your Azul resorts. So everyone is different. Jessica, let's talk to you a little bit about the luxury experiences that luxury travelers can discover at your properties. What are some of the things that they can do, and what can they really experience while they're there?
All right. Okay. Let's some of the things that your clients can experience, whether it's in Antigua, it's in the Grenadines, or it's in Panama. We have a luxury yacht tour, which is like fabulous. We actually it's called the Calypso Cat, and your clients can do a private charter, sunset charter. It's really, really, really fabulous. Our spas, the spas are to die for. In Palm Island in the Grenadines, the spa is situated right on the beach. It's outdoors. So imagine hearing the waves of the ocean and just having like a fabulous massage. To me, that's like true luxury. Same thing at Galley Bay. They do have the spa that it's indoor and outdoor. At Hama Cove, they have a cold pool. They have a sauna, which is really fabulous. Some people at Galley Bay and Palm Island, you can go cycling, which is you can cycle around Palm Island. You can actually take some short hikes. Cooking with Chef Marco at Hama Cove. It's totally an experience. And I've done wine tasting with a sommelier, and she's fabulous. She was trained in Italy, and that was an experience in itself. And there's also like a 7-course dining experience that you can do at Hama Cove as well. If you in Panama, Los Estados, it's not on the beach. It's 4,000 feet above sea level. But when the experience in Panama, it's all about the adventure traveler. You may not think luxury, but all the rooms have been redone. Every morning you wake up, you have views of Volcano Baru. And then during the day, you can choose from a massage. You can You can have a private tour, a walking tour, if you so desire, of the volcano Peru. I think it's a 4-hour trek. But, that's also, to me, a luxury experience. You can do a coffee tour because Los Estables is actually on a coffee plantation. So
Right.
they do have coffee tours and coffee tastings. So that in itself is an experience, because you do find their clients, whether maybe the younger millennials, they like to have that experience of the culture, the island, as a part of a luxury experience. So those are some of the things that you can do at our properties, whether you just want to just lay on a beach, do nothing, or you want to have that whole experience of the island, coffee tastings, wine tastings. So there's so much that we offer to our luxury clients as well.
So it's not just a stay. You can do all kinds of activities, adventures, and all things like that. It sounds amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Megan, now obviously at a big resort like Atlantis, you talk a little bit about the experiences, beyond the accommodations and everything else. What obviously they can go out and they go to the water parks that you have and everything else, but talk about those experiences.
Right. So a lot of our experiences are, you can go online and you can pre-book them, which is great. And we have a concierge that can also help guide you. And we have boat tours that go out into the ocean. We can do fishing charters, and then they can come back and the chef can grill up their fish that they caught out at sea. And they can sit there and have a private dining experience. We do offer cabana dinners out by the Cove pool. And we're also working on right now putting together what we're going to be calling Sapphire Services. And that's going to be where you have a one-on-one concierge that's going to go through all the different activities that they can do to really make it special. We do have a lot of multi-generational families that travel to Atlantis because there's so many different options for them. So a lot of times they'll want to do a private dinner. So we've done dinners out right on the ocean, right on the sand. And we can usually do up to about 20 people for those. And then we have different activities in Aqua Venture. So we have anything from, cabana rentals. You can swim with the dolphins. You can go kayaking with the dolphins. You can go out and do beach yoga. You can go and have interactions with the sea lions. You can also really, make it a whole adventure in itself. We do have other activities where you can take a charter out to Exuma and go and explore some of the other islands. So we do have some luxury clients that come and they want to kind of go and bop around. There's 700 islands in the Bahamas. Yep. So a lot of times if they're coming down for a length of time, some of them will bring their own yacht. We do have a marina. So we do have a lot of guests that come on their yachts and then they stay in our hotels during the time that they're there, and then they take their yachts back out. But we do have, like I said, we do have your yacht charters also that we can assist with. For younger children also, we do have where they can go snorkeling through the ruins. So there's really a lot of activities that you can do. But then there are some, we have a Mandara spa. So if you have anyone that's really into spas, that's one of our top-notch spas in the country, especially in the Bahamas. It's one of the best spas that you can really go to. And they have all different kinds of experiences there as well. So I usually, with advisors, I usually tell them to, call me, send me an email, to explain your client to me, what they like to do, what they normally like to do. And then we try to come up with different experiences to where that they feel that extra level of luxury while they're on property. And like I said, we do have also the butler services that can assist you with, sometimes they just want to have dinner reservations done. And then other times it's, they want to do a whole day excursion and bop around, to a different island. So we really, make sure that every guest feels that they're our only guests and that we're going to provide them with the highest level of service and all different kinds of activities. But there are, so many activities to do. It's incredible. From age 3 to 12, we have a children's club where they do all different kinds of activities with the kids. We have a junior trainer for the day. So we can either do a half day or a full day. And that's for ages 6 and up. So they can go out with the trainers that work out in Aqua Venture and all throughout the marina area. And they can kind of go and see what they do. We have a back of the house tour of where we have our indoor dig, which is an indoor marina area. And then back in there, they can see where they're rehabilitating some of the marine life there. And they go through and talk to them. They show them how much food they all eat. And it's a really cool experience. I've actually done it myself, and it was really an educational piece, but they make it fun and interactive too. And then throughout the dig, also, there's different, marine life that you can go through and, touch or just look at. And So there's really, something for every age group and really every price point. Most of our activities are geared more towards, the luxury traveler, as far as the dining on the beach and the cabanas, and the Cove Cabanas is basically like having an outdoor hotel room. It has a TV, a shower, a full bathroom. You can close the panels and have it completely enclosed, or you can have it open and you've got views of the ocean on one side and views of the pool on the other side. And we only have four family-friendly Cove cabanas there too, but then we have several other areas where you can go and rent a cabana. We have a rapid river and a lazy river. So if you're just someone who wants to, just get on a raft and just go through that area, that's really fun. And then the rapid river is for the more adventurous. And then we do have 12 slides and 11 different pool options. So, and all of them are manned. So if you ever need anything, there are, plenty of employees all around, just to make sure that you're getting that level of service that you're hoping for when you go to the Caribbean islands.
No, absolutely. And my kids were there years ago. Yeah. And that was when all you had was the lazy river. And then a few years later, they got the more rapid and the water slides, and they were old enough. And then I went as an adult to Cove, so I know there's all different levels of luxury. And I remember when Saul Kersner, your founder, actually decided to put in the marina, which actually was a big problem because they had not designed it originally that way. But that was another story, and they had to do some things with the entrance, and it was so all of a sudden we had big yachts outside. So yeah, that property has developed incredibly over the last, 20 years or so. 20 years
yeah,
or so, absolutely.
It's been a big, because when he's actually the one that decided to do the Cove and the Reef to really bring in the luxury market, because before that, they didn't really have anything. It was more of a, the Royal was the last building, and that was more of a casino style hotel. Yeah. So, you do have some high rollers that do prefer to stay at the Royal for, as you can imagine, so they can just walk downstairs and they're in the casino. But a lot of most of the higher rollers that are going to be staying are typically going to stay in one of the bigger suites at the Cove,
or in the bridge suite, right?
Yes, exactly.
Which everybody knows.
A night, you can stay there.
Why not? That was
So we are doing a lot of renovations too throughout the hotel. So it just depends really on price point, what clients are looking for, and what type of experience they want. Some people want to spend a lot of money on taking a yacht out and would rather just not spend as much on a hotel room. So I think it just really depends on each individual client. And I've seen them in all four buildings that we have. So just really something that to explore, and always an activity to be able to have done.
Absolutely. And Francisco, let's talk. You gave some experiences already, but tell us some more about the kind of things you can get. It does range depending on the resort, and I have experienced a number of them, but you do have a wide range of luxury experiences.
No, it's a lot of incredible experiences. And, first of all, it'll start to see which kind of client we're going to have on the hotel. For example, adults only, we have some of the best spas in the Riviera Maya, with a nice spa, because not only do they offer treatment rooms and, bridal suites in case that you're going to have a wedding, but they're also Mayan inspired, because all of our adults only properties really want to make sure that we have luxury Mexican experience. So that also goes along with some learning of the Mexican culture and the Mayan culture as well. So we have some really great spa treatments. We have candlelight dinners for those romantic couples that want to just have a nice romantic dinner in front of the beach. In our adults only, we have Fuentes Culinary Theater, which is one of my favorite restaurants. So you're literally in a theater, and every corner in the theater, there's going to be a huge screen. And then in the middle of the theater, there's going to be a chef, and the chef is going to be talking to the audience to let them know what the ingredients are on the dish that they're getting, how he came up with the recipe. So it's a nice interaction for our guests. Also, in our adults only properties, we have premium amenities for those luxury clients. They can choose from a selection of a pillow menu. I didn't even know that existed before I joined Karisma, but you can actually choose your favorite pillow, and it feels different, and you test it out. Also, you have aromatherapy inside the room. There are rooms that have a private outdoor shower that's, what we call the Aguas del Amor. We have the Palafitos overwater bungalows, which are the first ever overwater bungalows in Mexico. So how can it get better than that, And that's the adults only side. Then for the family friendly, I think one of the great things is our concept brands that we have. Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts is a brand that features that luxury experience of enjoying great quality food, great quality drinks, service, and also enjoying the Nickelodeon experience. And for the rooms, there's actually 4 rooms that I want to really quickly talk about. First of all, this one is located in Mexico. That's Nickelodeon Hotels and Resorts Riviera Maya. And one of them is the Pineapple Suite. This is the House of SpongeBob, and you can accommodate up to 8 different guests on this suite. And one of the great things about this suite is that once the client purchases suite, they have all their vacation taken care of. There's so much included and so many luxury activities available for our guests, like massages, pillow menu, aromatherapy. There's private slamming for the party of the guests that are arriving. Also, there's a pajama party included. There's up to 10 different amenities already included that normally the guests will pay extra for. So, while being there, you book that room category, you get everything included. And that's how you get an ultimate experience without having to worry about adding something else. We have the Pineapple Suite, the Layer Suite for the Ninja Turtles. And then we have 2 suites that are the Big Kahunas, which are a combination of all of the Nickelodeon characters. Mm-hmm. And for Margaritaville, on the new one, the one that opened in Cap Cana last year in the Dominican Republic, it has a brand new room category, which is called the Island Resort Villas. And this one are going to be most of the luxurious room categories that we have on property, because not only is the property, but the entire destination of Cap Cana, the gated community, it's very luxurious. The marina is just a few minutes away, the golf courts. And then you get to the actual hotel, and we have the Island Resort Villas. There's 20 swim-ups. There's 20 private pools. There's a private check-in that happens at the actual room. So no need of making a line at the actual lobby. You're doing your check-in in your room, and these villas have a kitchen area, kind of like a kitchenette, a living room area, a king-size bed, a huge bathroom, and also an outdoor shower. So you get exclusive amenities like you're doing your check-in, and the bartender will come in and make you a drink while you're doing your check-in in your suite. We bring the spa to the actual suite. So we have a couples massage available for our guests. And the cool thing is, the massages will come to the room. They don't have to leave the actual room to enjoy that. Also, butler service, there's exclusive amenities like pillow menu, aromatherapy, and, being able to have an activity all the time different in the Island Resort Villa. So that's one of our luxurious room categories. And other things that we do that is very unique is, the service, because we have pool butlers, beach butlers. The waiters are well trained into making sure that whether it's a lunch meal or whether it's a dinner meal, there's always something special to leave for our guests. And, what really makes our hotels very luxurious is, everything that I just mentioned, but also the location, being able to have in front of beautiful beaches. I know that I said this before, but it's just a huge perk to have those beautiful beach locations for families, guaranteed connecting suites. That's something that we always get asked for. Room location. Can we have 2 rooms near to each other? But sometimes availability doesn't help us, doesn't allow it. So being able to have room categories, guaranteed connecting suites is also a nice luxury touch for families.
Absolutely. And I know you have a wide variety of luxury experiences like that. Jessica, let's talk a little bit about how travel advisors who specialize in luxury can work with you to plan great luxury vacations for those upscale clients at your properties. And also, we're going to combine 2 questions in one. Give us basically your URL and the contact point that travel advisors can reach you and the company.
I'll just start with the second question first. You can reach me via email. That's always the best way to reach me. My email, it's jberman@eliteislandresorts.com. And in terms of how travel agents can work with us, we do have dedicated travel agent concierge here at the office. So you would just give us a call and speak to any one of our concierge, and they will be able to help the agents plan their client's perfect vacation. And we also do have we have a Facebook group. It's called Elite Travel Agent Community. And in that group, travel agents can ask any questions that they have on the resorts. If they need photos, pictures, that's all available in the travel agent group. And then we also have eliteislandresorts.com, which is our website where you can go to and find the details on each single one of our resorts. And one thing that I should mention, which I forgot to mention, is that in terms of luxury, very excited to announce that Hama Cove, which is our newest resort that opened in October 2019, is now a virtuoso property. So that's exciting.
I got the release last week. Very good.
Yeah, so that's very exciting. And we're also working on our second property. So when that is all ready to go, we'll make the announcement. But so I'm very excited for that. So that's really another reason to book your luxury clients with Elite Island Resorts. We now have our first virtuoso property. So we're excited for that. But if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me directly, jberman@eliteislandresorts.com. And, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. And we also have travel agent rates available at all of our luxury properties. So if you need more info, I can get that info to travel agents as well.
Absolutely. And there's no better way to sell than go and experience the resorts for yourself.
Yes, definitely. I agree. You have to experience it to sell it.
Absolutely. Now, Megan, give us your contact points and also how you work with luxury travel advisors, who want to book that luxury vacation at Atlantis.
So like Jessica, the easiest way to get in touch with everyone on property is to email myself first. And then we do have two dedicated teams, one at the concierge level that is on property. That's our leisure services team. And those ladies are located right on property. So they're available to help with amenity requests, bedding types, any types of experiences that they need to book. They can assist with that. And then we do have our Atlantis VIP team, which handles all of our luxury travel advisor bookings. So they can go from all the way from, giving you a quote that you can easily copy and paste, has all the details in there, the taxes, the fees, everything that you would need to know, that your clients would need to know. And it's really easy. You can copy and paste it and send it right off to them. And then we do have another team at the Cove and the Reef, both concierge teams there. But I typically say, so you can email me at Megan, it's Megan.Prieto, Prieto, at atlantisparadise.com is my direct email. And I do travel a lot because I handle all of the domestic US for all travel advisors. So I always say too, if you want to reach me quickly, you can always call or text me. And my cell is 954-232-2461. And it can go WhatsApp, text, or call. On that as well. And then our reservations team that is located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Like I said, they only handle travel advisors. So the easiest way to get your quote out and to make a booking would be Atlantis VIP at atlantisparadise.com. And then the team on property is Cove and Reef Leisure Services at atlantisparadise.com. And they can assist you with needs there. We do also now offer commission on transfers that are made beforehand, and any of the activities that are on Atlantis property are also commissionable to the travel advisors at 10%. And then if you're part of any of the consortia that we are a part of, which we're pretty much part of almost, I think, everyone, we do pay 12% commission when you book direct. So any of those activities that you want to pre-book, I highly recommend doing that through Atlantis VIP so that we can capture it within the booking. And then that way you can make sure that you get the commission on the entire stay. We're really trying to make it easier for advisors to book direct with us and to make sure that you can make the most commission possible on every single booking. And then we do have an Atlantis ambassadors page, and we do have a full training that any advisor can reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to send them the information for that. And that gives you a whole training. And then the Atlantis ambassadors is also on Facebook, so you can ask questions in there. And then on our website, it's atlantisbahamas.com. And at the very bottom, there's a travel agent button that you can hit that, and it'll list if you want to come and stay on a travel agent I rate. You can put in your information once you get to the travel agent portal. And then you can also go through and book reservations through there as well. And then just always reach out to me after you've done so, just so I can follow up with the team on property, making sure that everything is in alignment.
Fantastic. There's a lot of points of contact there. Absolutely.
There are. Yeah, that's why I usually say sometimes it gets confusing. So that's why I say, send it to me first. And then that way I can delegate it out to the appropriate departments. And then once advisors book more than once or twice, they typically know then who to send it to, because I copy them in on everything. And that's really a seamless process.
Absolutely. Now, Francisco, tell us a little bit about your points of contact for travel advisors and also how you help luxury travel advisors book various Karisma, get them to figure out the right property for their client.
So the first thing is that we have a travel agent portal online. So it is very easy to sign up. It is karismatravelagency.com. You sign up and you will automatically have access to high quality pictures, videos, marketing contents, fact sheets, resort maps, pre-recorded webinars as well. And, everything that you may need to educate yourself on each property and also to have content to post on social media and on the website. Mm-hmm. So the first step is to sign up to the travel agent portal. Now, one of the great things about the portal is that it also issues our list of sales team. And depending on whether it's in the US or in Canada, the information of each regional sales manager is there. Our sales team is divided by territories within the United States. So we have 4 regional sales managers, and each, whether it's the Northeast, the Southeast, the Midwest, or the West Coast, you can always reach out to them. We're here to support you. We're here to give you all of the expertise and how we can help you close that sale and get that planning for the luxury vacation. It is very easy. Once you have your room category set up, or whether you have questions on the room categories on the hotels, you can always reach out to us via email. All of the information is on the travel agent portal. And the best thing is, once you have our advice on, depending on the client, once you have the hotel and the room already set up, let's say that you're celebrating a special amenity, a special celebration, whether it's a honeymoon or a birthday party or an anniversary, we can always reach out to the hotel directly to set up something special for those clients. And we can give you information of packages that we have for anniversaries, for honeymoons. We have an online store as well online to make sure that if you want to purchase a special amenity for your client, you can also do that. So we can give you all of that information. So the easiest way is to reach out to your regional sales manager, depending on your territory, and we'll make sure that your guests have an incredible time during their vacation.
Well, I want to thank you, Francisco. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Megan, for talking about your incredible properties. It really is. There's a lot of choice here. And I want to remind all of you out there that you can go now to the booths on the exhibition floor for this virtual luxury roadshow and find out more. Either you'll find these folks in the booth or their representatives, and you can ask more questions, and there's a lot more material. So it's a great time to go back and forth. But as you can see, there are a lot of ways to get a hold of all 3 of our panelists today, and a lot of ways you can find out more about what their properties offer. Again, I want to thank all 3 of you for telling us a little bit about what's going on in luxury, especially here. We're talking about properties mostly in the Caribbean, in Panama sometimes, and in the Bahamas. And there's a lot of luxury you can sell down there. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.